Geek Life presents.
What's up, and welcome to the Week in Geek. It's your boy Koolaide. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And we're to hit you with the top 10 in comic book trends. But first,
guys, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I know we've been gone for a little bit, but we're back.
yo, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get my man. You know what I'm saying? He been chasing the honeys. I'm saying I needed him back. I needed him to focus on the comic books.
I'm here, and we're ready to share with you the top 10 list today, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it.
But crazy is, even though we've been missing, we have like 100 new subscribers,
which is really awesome. Thank you. Shout out to all of you guys. I don't know how that's happening.
Is it all your female followers?
No, I think it's you.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Well, maybe it tells us in the top 10. Let's see what goes.
Bada bing.
Alright, number 10 on this list is Avengers number 62. This is the first appearance of a man M'Baku. Yes, you know, the guy, the gorilla. Ha, 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 ha. They think he may pick up the mantle of Black Panther in Wakanda Forever.
Oh, okay. So, I saw your, shout out to you, I saw your post. It was dope. I like it. He's a good actor, this guy. I like this guy.
Great actor.
So, I'm kind of torn though, because shouldn't it be Shuri?
All my money's on Shuri.
Okay.
But they want M'Baku to be like an anti-hero.
Okay.
So they're hyping his character up more. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? My man Bozeman. But somebody has to pick up the mantle.
No, absolutely. I mean, what Bozeman did with this character, he made him so popular. It's kind of like the story arc that happened with Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, right? It was like, at the time, it wasn't one of the most popular characters, but then bada bing, you do the right casting and the rest is history. So
he will forever be the king.
He will forever be the king, yeah, absolutely.
But somebody got to go on. Now, the question is, with Thor being a female, they're talking about Ant-Man being replaced by his daughter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We have Miss Marvel coming. We have all these major female characters. I'm saying, does it make sense to add another female Avenger?
Well, yes, if that's the theme that they're going for, kind of like an Avenging Force?
A-Force?
A-Force,
I remember
right?
that book.
I mean, it makes sense. And just also to keep it within, like, because, you know, it is royalty, so keep it in the family. If they choose M'Baku, I mean, how would the story lend itself for him to be the choice?
His presence is massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he will lend like this funny-esque character to the Black Panther, because his character, even though he didn't mean to, he had some great funny lines.
No, absolutely. Marvel knocks it out the park with their casting, and I'd be curious to see either or.
Well, I guess we got to see. I'm saying we'll be there next year and watch it.
So, going along the lines with what we just discussed, with new characters taking on the mantle of all these superheroes, our number 9 pick this week is Avengers number 6. Now, the reason this book is blowing up is because this is the first appearance of what later becomes the new Avengers.
Right, so this came out in 2010, because, you know, if you say Avengers number 6, people will be looking at all kinds of books.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many titles relaunched that you have to be careful which one you're looking after.
And so the big thing is that T'Challa has a son named T'Challa.
Right, and he is the son of T'Challa and Storm. And this is an alternate reality, right? This is a parallel dimension or something. And all these kiddos later become the new Avengers. So,
like Barton has a kid in there. But my thing is, people are thinking that they're going to come to the MCU.
Right. That is the big speculation in the MCU, is that we're going to see these young heroes take on the mantle and become the new MCU.
I don't think I agree with this one, because they've been doing such work setting up, saying, the young Avengers.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. But being that not only is DC and Marvel flirting so much with multiverses and multi-universes, I think they can pull it off. Maybe even have like a battle between the two groups.
Come on.
How dope would that be?
It would be dope, but I think I'm still trying to figure out if they pull off Spider-Man No Way Home.
Which they're going to.
I would be a fan.
Think they would.
I would be a fan of the multiverse. If they do not pull it off,
they need to redeem themselves from Venom 2.
Ugh. That was. But I think none of the Marvel movies to me have really lived up to the par.
None of them ever?
No, not right now.
Not right now.
None of the new ones. Okay. Post-COVID.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of. I got my fingers crossed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Spidey. Definitely. How can you mess that up?
Right.
Well, they did mess up Spider-Man 3.
Oh, big time.
So I guess we got to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I also think that Hawkeye, the show, is also going to determine whether or not how successful these characters are going to be. And Miss Marvel as well.
What I'm worried about, because everybody says, what is Hawkeye doing in the Avengers? He's a dude with a bow.
Well, everybody's not saying that. That's just like, that's also kind of part of the fame that character has. Like, that's been said, like, probably since they probably the creators came up with that as well, right?
I'm funny. Why can't I be an Avenger?
You can be.
So I can just show up there and fight Ultron?
Wouldn't you guys love to see Koolaide and fighting Ultron?
It go on. I'm saying I die in 2 seconds, man.
Yeah, me too.
All right, number 8 on the list. I think we should have waited or maybe did this before during Halloween. Because Werewolf by Night, number 1.
From
2020. Saying now everybody knows that the Moon Knight show is coming.
Right.
And then during the holiday special, which I don't understand.
I can't wait for that. I'm kind of geeking out about a holiday special.
Werewolf
is this
by
going to be like a Star Wars holiday special that's going to like live in infamy?
I think this is going to be cheesy.
Well, that's what I hope.
What?
You know about the Star Wars holiday special, right?
No.
And it's infamy. You don't know about the Star Wars holiday special?
No, what happened?
It is like Star Wars lore. It was a catastrophic disaster that is so loved by the fans because it's such a part of the Star Wars history. So when the movies came out, they released a special on TV that was just so bad. Like, so bad. And I'm thinking maybe they're going to poke a little fun at that, right? Because keep in mind, Disney owns both properties.
Right, but then you have the Guardians of the Galaxy coming and Werewolf by Night. But what does a werewolf have to do with Christmas?
I don't know. That's a great question.
These are things I wonder. So, like...
You and your thoughts.
I do think about these things. I ponder these thoughts. I'm saying when I go to bed, I don't count sheep. I'm saying... I count how many messed up stuff that they're planning for the MCU.
Okay. So how much is this book going for now?
$35 raw.
Raw. And this book just came out last year.
Yes.
And for like the speculation's sake is blowing up.
Because no one can afford the original Werewolf by Night.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So they're going for this book.
They're going for keys that are, lesser priced, that are also part of the universe. Now, do you think this particular issue has staying power, or is this just like a phase that it's going to go through?
I believe it actually has staying power.
You do?
If the Werewolf by Night character, and they go for the Midnight Sun storyline like everybody assumes they're doing, because I believe the Thunderbolts are coming, even though it was already said they're coming now.
Right.
It's official. My girl is doing the whole Nick Fury thing on the shows.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to have Blade and everybody show up for the Midnight Suns. And if that is popular... This book is going to skyrocket.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys got it last year, let us know in the comments. Or if you're going to go after it now, is it worth the $34?
I would go dumpster diving because I bet you some comic book stores have it in their dollar bin.
You think so?
Oh, for sure. It's a back issue. They weren't even worried about this.
Okay. All right, guys. Today's number 7, no surprise here, is Eternals number 5. This is the first appearance of a bunch of them, right?
Yeah, but mainly Thena.
Okay, so apparently Angelina Jolie's character is like one of the highlights of this movie.
There's mixed reviews about this movie. Like, I don't know what to tell you, right? Because there were parts of it that was amazing.
Yeah. And
parts of it were like, what?
Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen the whole movie yet. I saw the first hour, then I had to go home. But I'm going to go back and watch it, hopefully this weekend.
Right.
But I like what I saw in that first hour.
it had potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So you're expecting certain characters to show up, and then they don't show up.
Oh, okay.
And so you're like, what? And then you're expecting this big fight against the deviants.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? But one of the highlights is her story arc, Angelina Jolie's story arc in the show.
Yeah.
The movie was good. And she kicked butt.
Okay, so no surprise that the characters' first appearances are blowing up. We all know that ever since they announced the Eternals run, kind of in general, started catching heat, and that #1 started
you can't even get it
quickly.
now. Yeah,
right. So, do you think that will there be an Eternals 2?
Oh, it was like. You didn't watch the whole movie.
I did.
It basically set it up for Eternals.
Well, everything nowadays is set up for a sequel. Everything, and it's silly for me to say nowadays because even the movies in the 80s were set up for a sequel, and depending on the box office, they would either go for it or they've
already announced it.
Okay, all right.
They're gonna have a sequel now.
So, what do you guys think? Does the prices that these books are going for now in the Eternals world, does it merit the success of the movie? Like, do you guys like it? Let me know in the comments.
Do you even like the movie? Tell me what you know. Mixed reviews. I want to know what y'all think. Maybe we'll do a poll too.
Real talk, yeah.
Polls work. Alright, number 6 on the list is one of my favorite books. And this one has gone like a roller coaster, up and down.
It has. It's super interesting.
It's Naomi #1.
Right.
And so we all know that the CW is picking up a show.
Right.
Coming very, very soon.
Yeah.
And so with them, the rumors coming out, and the premieres in January, everybody's picking them up while they can.
Right.
Before the show comes off.
I'm fascinated by the roller coaster, like you said, that this book has been on. Like when it first came out, it started catching heat fairly quickly, and it became pretty pricey. And then it went down in value, and now, of course, because of the show, it's going back up. So I'm a fan of this run. I'm glad to see it back in the top 10, and I want it to succeed.
Well, because right now you can get a Raw for $75.
Okay,
when it first came out, you couldn't get a Raw for less than $300.
Right.
And so what I feel is DC, because DC movies suck. Yes, I said it. They suck. But the Arrowverse kicks butt. And so, but I feel like they're getting rid of some of the older characters and putting in these new characters like Naomi, like Stargirl.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, so I'm worried about the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when they got rid of Green Arrow, like the Iron Man of the Arrowverse.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Right.
Now Black Lightning's gone, Supergirl is gone.
Right.
All these older characters, we're putting in these new ones.
Right. Well, you know, everything has its 15 minutes of fame, it's day in the sun. You know, now it's time to explore these other characters, and I think it's logical that if a character has success in its books, of course you're going to want to translate that into film and TV.
So, do we need to bring somebody in younger?
For us?
Yes.
No.
But I'm saying, you bringing in the new generation to continue this on.
I'll just keep shaving.
Okay. All right. I'm saying, and you know black don't crack, so.
Alright guys, today's number 5 made me laugh because I read it real quick and I said the wrong thing. So today's number 5 is Captain Britain in MI-13, number 1.
It's not gang related.
He's not in MS-13.
No.
No. I read it real quick, and I thought that's what it was.
You can tell he's from the streets, huh? You took a vacation and now just losing all your comic book cred, huh?
No. So, the reason why this book is catching heat right now is because Henry Cavill, who we all know played one of the best Supermans...
My mama said...
Christopher Reeve is my favorite, but I love Henry Cavill too.
My mama said, if you don't have nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. He sucked in Superman, man.
He's expressed interest in wanting to play Captain Britain.
He was good in Mission Impossible, so...
Do you like him in Mission Impossible just because he got his ass whooped?
Probably. But his whole character was better. I'm not a fan of Superman, first of all.
Okay.
And then he was just so dry as Superman I'm saying, so his dry character works well in the Mission Impossible.
Man of Steel was dope. It's a dope movie. I will never change my mind on that.
Superman is like, you're a Superman fan though.
Yeah.
See, that's why. He sucks. Superman sucks. This is what it is.
So what is this book selling for right now?
Oh, this book is going for a good $10.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying,
it's an affordable key because it is a number one.
Yes.
You know, if this character takes off, then it's good to buy this book now.
And with Blade and the Black Knight both being a part of this book, this group,
yeah,
it's a good possibility they show up. I think people are just betting on different groups.
Definitely. Everybody's speculating on all these different characters that are semi-attached to these characters, and they just want to see them on the big screen.
My money's going with mutants. Mutants are showing up.
Yeah.
If you're going to invest in something,
it's got to be the mutants.
It's got to be the mutants.
Love the X-Men.
These random picks.
But as a collector, though, I can see the fun in trying to get some of these books. So this is a book I've never really seen in real life.
But also, what do we always tell them? Get what you like.
Yeah.
We're just, this is just our opinion.
Yep.
We ain't nobody.
Nope.
All right. Number 4 on this list, it is not the holiday special. This is Star Wars High Republic number 1. This is the first appearance of a lot of characters.
A lot of characters. I'm excited that this book is coming back with the heat. When it first came out, it started off like pretty hot.
Like $500 for a 9.8.
And then it kind of died down for a little bit.
I got the 9.8 for $60.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
But now I'll be selling it for more than that, geeklifecomics.com.
But they're going to make this into a show?
No one knows.
Okay.
But everybody suggests there's too much. It's a popular series.
It's a popular series. The characters are popular.
They have a whole plethora. I see it more of as maybe a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they have so many characters and so many storylines, I just don't see it being condensed into 2 hours.
I totally think that the future of Star Wars is in its shows.
Yes.
I don't think the movies are what they used to be.
Well, when you just remake the movies and then you kind of slap a new name on
When you make A New Hope.
Yeah,
over and over again. Yeah.
Instead of like, Luke Skywalker, you throw a girl in there.
Right.
It kind of happens, man. Like, people are getting lazy.
But sometimes it works. If it's a new audience that's discovering these movies, like totally like unrelated to Star Wars, but a lot of new people have really been enjoying the new Dune. I couldn't get through it. I couldn't pay attention. I was super distracted.
Who enjoyed the new Dune?
I've spoken to several people at the local comic book shops that they really enjoyed it.
Have our opinions fallen off? I've been doing this for a while now. Maybe I'm jaded. Because
everything is subjective, right? So I don't know. You tell us. Did you guys enjoy the new Dune? Do you guys enjoy the new Star Wars movies?
I haven't even finished Dune.
I need to go back and rewatch it because I lost like...
I tried to break it into 3 parts.
You did?
And only made it to 2.
Now, I do not like the original movie, so maybe that's a part of it too. I can't stand the original movie.
Good concept. Boring movies.
Today's number 3 is Thumb's number 1.
This is right up your alley, dude.
This is. And I slept on it. I may or may not have it in my collection. I really don't know. But now that I'm learning what it's about, I want to get into it.
It's about like a 17-year-old boy,
Charlie Thumbs,
who wants to become part of this tech billionaire's academy.
Right. So this kid is a gamer. He's a really good gamer, and he wants to, go into that field, I guess. And it's all about technology. But he gets caught up in like the drama of
anti-tech movement against the Academy's tech world.
Right. So I don't know the details, but I'm intrigued.
Well, Todd McFarlane has picked this book up, and so he's adding it to his roster of shows.
The Todd father.
You know what I'm saying? What is it? Snitch? And Twitch and Snitch or what?
Twitch and I can't remember the other guy's name.
But the detectives from Spawn,
right?
They're having their own show,
right?
Now they're adding this,
right?
And then Todd is making his life story show about himself.
He is?
Yeah. You know,
I've seen a good documentary on him, but that's interesting. But I would really like to see him create his little own cinematic
Toddverse?
universe.
McFarlane-verse?
The Toddverse, yeah.
See?
That'd be dope.
This is why you got to stay up on the news. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to subscribe to us, because I know everything. You know what I'm saying? Or go to my Instagram, geeklife_comics, Nocturnal Creek Collectibles. That is a shameless plug.
Shameless.
But it was, I'm saying. But if Todd can do it with his own show about himself.
Right, why can't we?
Bada bing.
There you go.
All right, number 2 on the list is a book, I'm not sure about. We might get hit by the Me Too movement for this one. All right, is Avengers number 232. This is the first appearance of Arrows/Star Fox. And if you had made it through the Eternals, you know, I'm saying my man is going to play.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, but you didn't make it through.
I didn't, but for our people watching.
Everybody knows because they follow Geek Like Comics on Instagram.
So he was in one of the end credit scenes.
Yes.
And if you're like me and you didn't know much about this character's history, then you may not get the whole
Me Too
reference.
Well, Star Fox's power, he has a normal traits of invulnerability, super strength, and all that.
Okay.
But he also has a psionic power that allows him to turn someone's emotions the way he wishes.
Okay.
So he can calm somebody down.
That's intriguing.
Or he can turn somebody on.
That's unique.
And he has used his power a couple of times to get women in an awkward position. So, especially She-Hulk.
Really?
And the women did not like this.
I understand why.
So there's a famous, dig in the 80s where he gets sued and has to go on trial.
Whoa.
For Me Tooing She-Hulk.
Forgive my laughter. It's not for the topic. It's for his face.
My face is just saying, he Me Too She-Hulk.
So, despite all that, bad publicity, right?
I wonder if they're going to bring it up in MCU. That's why I really bring this up.
I'm super curious about that.
Because, it was a big thing in the 80s.
I wonder if they'll bring it up in the show.
And then, She-Hulk kind of gets around, dude.
Okay.
But have you seen her roster? The Juggernaut.
Oh, no. I was
Star
not
Fox.
aware of that.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who has muscles, she's had a connection with, dude.
Okay.
You don't know this?
I do not.
What do you do with your life? This is the random knowledge we're supposed to have.
That's your department.
That's my department?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm the Department of Truth.
Because these are things I wonder if they're going to bring up in the MCU. We have She-Hulk now.
We do.
And we have Star Fox.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So, and in the show, is She-Hulk going to, date around?
We'll see.
We'll have to see. Y'all tell me what you know. Tell him that I'm not wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right about this.
Right about what? Right? What do you mean? You're not wrong.
But you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, I'm looking at you like you're funny. All right, guys. So today's number 1 may or may not be a surprise to you.
Not at all.
It's not to me. So it's Blade, the Vampire Hunter, number 1 from the Midnight Suns era.
Right.
So we all know that at the end of the Eternals, we heard the voice of Blade.
They kind of introduced Black Knight and Blade at the same time, but they didn't show him.
Okay.
But you heard his voice.
Okay, because I haven't seen it yet. But of course, being that the world that we live in, it's all over the internet.
Correct.
Right. So we all know that Blade is going to be played by Mahershala Ali.
Great job!
Which is a phenomenal actor.
Great actor.
So I was telling Koolaide earlier, I feel kind of weird not seeing Wesley in that role anymore.
They have to put Wesley somewhere in
But if you're going to cast somebody, man, you couldn't have picked someone better.
Right. We all wanted Wesley because if you're born in our age, anywhere between the 70s to the early 90s, your brain goes to Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Absolutely. And not only that, if you include all the MCU movies, Blade is still one of the best Marvel movies ever made.
Oh, yeah. Number 1.
Hands
I watched
down.
it the other night. It was classic.
It's so good.
Number 3 got corny.
It did. But Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. You know what She's not better than Scarlet. But back to this topic.
Yeah, so our number one book is selling for $75 raw. It's picking up heat because of all the casting, the end credit scenes.
And they were taught, this used to be $1, dumpster diving book.
Yeah, people, I love that our 90s books that we collected when we were kids, that everybody was like, there's too many of them, no one cares about them. Now are getting love, man.
And they're talking about Blade's daughter named Fallen Grey showing up in the MCU also.
Right.
Fallen Grey never made it into a comic book.
Which is so fascinating to me. So she was a character that was developed but
and
never utilized.
I'm saying, they hyped them. They were going to bring this out. But then all of a sudden, I think COVID happened and they canned it.
Okay.
And so now they're catching somebody called Ruby, but everybody believes it's Fallen Grey. Because when I heard about Fallen Grey, I researched where to, where's her first appearance? Because I got to get my hands on it. I'm a collector king.
Right.
Her book never came out. So this is going to be interesting how they play this, or how this is going to affect the market with her not having a comic book first appearance.
Yeah, that's fascinating to me. I think once she does come out in the movies, and then they use her in the comic books,
that book's gonna blow up.
What's gonna happen with that? That's interesting.
Right now, we have Darkhold Blade series. Right now,
right.
I wonder if this is if they put her in it now. This is a good sign that she will make it into the movie.
I totally agree with you.
So we got to see. Yeah. So what's going on? I know it's been 3 weeks. We're not going to keep you all day. We're not going to do that no more. I'm make sure he doesn't eat bad. I'm telling his women to take care of him. Early so he can be here to film this show.
We will definitely be back. Tell us what you guys think of the list this week, and tell us what you think of this number one. Are you feeling the heat for Blade right now?
Then remember, make sure you subscribe. Go to Instagram. We're trying to give out this Deadpool.
Subscribe, not describe.
I said subscribe.
You said describe.
Describe, subscribe. You know what I said.
Maybe you said subscribe. I don't even know.
See, this is why you've been gone too long. Go to Geek Life _comics. On Instagram, and then you go ahead, you join, and then you invite 2 friends. You tag 2 friends. You will sign up to get this book. I'm pulling the number November 30th. We give too much. 30th. We gave way too much stuff away this year.
Yeah, it's fun. Let's keep doing it.
Should we get one more for Christmas?
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, I'll announce it after we give away this book.
All right.
It's your boy Koolaide. This is the homie Rich. This is the Weekend Geek. Holla at your boy.
Be good, everybody.
N Geek on the beats.